Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going on a night point of view test drive with this car. This is the new DACIA Sandero Stepway, the facelifted version. On the front you can see the new design, so the daytime running LEDs with the inverted T shape, and then the new grille as well. Moving on to the side, you can notice the gloss black wheels. We have the extreme trim, 4 meters, 10.2 centimeters is the length of the car. And from the rear, I really love the attention to details, because I will now turn on the lights by pressing the button on the key, and you see that we have similar lighting signature at the rear to the ones on the front. So the inverted T-shape, just like daytime running LEDs. Then on the Stepway version, we have this black part connecting the lights, also robust styling. You saw also the side skirts as well. This is the trunk space, and here is the LPG tank. Not sure how much you can see, but yeah, now we are ready to go on a drive. So let's open the door. There we go. This is the new steering wheel and the lovely dual screen layout, the seats, and now let's see how that looks from driver's view. There we go, this is how it looks. I will immediately start the car. The start engine button is located over there. Car comes to life, and we are ready. Here is the new gear selector for the automatic transmission. Here we have the 6-speed dual clutch automatic, and yeah, let's start with the specifications of the model in our video. It is the Eco G120. That means dual fuel petrol and LPG, 1.2 liter turbocharged unit, and yeah, the total system output is actually 122 horsepower. Numbers 0 to 100, 10 seconds on LPG, 11 seconds on petrol, and top speed is 180 kilometers per hour. Now, in today's video, we are going on a nice relaxed night drive through the city, so I hope you will enjoy it. Now, this Eco G120 version can be paired either with this dual clutch 6-speed automatic transmission or the 6-speed manual, and the button for the LPG is located here. So now it says LPG, and you see also the gauge for the LPG. Press again, now back to petrol, and gauge for the petrol tank. So those are the specs of the Eco G120, but there are also other options. So the base one is the TC110, that is the 1 liter petrol unit, and paired with 6-speed manual. Those are the two options actually right now on the configurator in Croatia and on the price list, but there will also be a hybrid 155. Dacia announced it on this model as well, so it's a well-known hybrid 1.8 liter unit and 2 electric motors, so definitely a lot of options. And this facelifted model features the new interior, including the new steering wheel, which feels very nice in hand, 3-spoke one with the flat bottom, then digital cockpit on this extreme trim, and the main touchscreen is the 10-inch one. The new infotainment system, very easy to use, and let's cover the layout here depending on the trim. So there are actually 3 trims available: Expression, actually Essential, Expression, and Extreme. And then on the base one you would get the analog dials and no screen here. Then on the middle you have already this 10-inch touchscreen, but there is no digital cockpit. There is also analog dials and the smaller screen between them. And then on the Extreme that we have here, as you can see, the layout, 7-inch digital cockpit and the 10-inch touchscreen. The AC is on switches, so very easy to use, and also I quite like how these feel under the hand, and very easy to use them. So you have air blower, temperature, and where you want the air to blow. So this is the speed, the fan speed actually. Here is where you want the air to blow, and then this is the temperature. Now, one detail, not sure how much the camera is catching it now, but inverted the design of the air vents. So that's a lovely attention to details. Daytime running LEDs, rear lights, and then also these air vents. And the car does have the start-stop system. You can deactivate it here by pressing the button. Also, there is a button for the eco mode in here. It's also possible to change the gears with the pedals behind the steering wheel. And this beeping sound, this is the speed warning as soon as you go just a bit over the speed limit. But here on Dacia models, you can actually set the desired settings very easy. So you will do the preset within the menu, and then when you press this, press again for My Safety Perso. My Safety Perso is selected. So now, for example, we will not have the beeping sound as soon as we go just a bit over the speed limit. So you basically pre-configure how you want driver assist and safety systems to work, and then every time you get in the car, you will press this twice, and then the desired settings will be turned on. Now the digital cockpit, you can change the views by pressing the button here. This is more like a minimalistic one than here with like the car view, and my personal favorite with the rev counter. I actually quite like the sound of the engine. And the lights, LED, daytime running LEDs, and also LED main units. High beams are the halogen ones, and so are the fog lights. And there are no ambient lights, of course. On this model, it's all about value for money. So this is probably something that an average buyer doesn't care about when speccing this car. So it's more about what this car can offer you for the amount of money that you're willing to spend. But I think like this dual screen layout is actually quite nice during the night. Of course, I would love to have the ambient lights, but again, I think the average buyer of this car does not care about that, and that is why, you know, there are only like things that actually probably matter more, and that is how Dacia, you know, decided what to put to this car. And by the way, we have the 360 cameras, which are okay. They could be better, but again, you know, I think probably instead of doing just like a fancy one camera, then we have 360 cameras, which are definitely useful, especially on tight parking spots. And I will press the eco. Have the eco lettering on the upper left corner when you are in this eco mode. And when it comes to modes, you have just like the standard and eco. And by pressing these buttons here, you can also get some additional info on the right, or you can have it like this, and then you have like full screen of the cockpit itself without the additional info. And this model also has the navigation, so I will now show you also how that looks. And it does take some time for this to load for the first time when you use it after turning on the car. Alright, there we go. Now we have it. And actually, very lovely view of the buildings. Not sure how much the camera is catching it. You can also change the appearance. Currently we have night, of course, but also there's the day appearance as well. And then display also here, you can have the minimal display. If you don't want anything here, then you have just time and the temperature. By the way, 22 degrees compared to the previous few weeks, very cold, because we had like 36, 7, 8 and even more. Anyway, now you can also have the cleaning screen, but you will need to be stationary for that, and also stand by as well with date and time. Now again, let's press LPG. There we go. Alright guys, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe for more and see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.